Hi folks, this is all the fruit. Remember the Soursop we harvested a couple days ago in the botanic garden in Heidelberg? Yeah, good if you remember it, because I totally forgot. So I binge bought a ton of mangoes today. I already had a lot of mangoes, then I bought a couple more. Now I have a lot of canned, some Alfonso and also some Amelie. Yes, but this Soursop we harvested a couple days ago, which was rock hard when we harvested it. That's good because it fell down 5 meters from the tree. A ripe Soursop would have ended up on the ground as a big splash, basically. It was totally hard and now it's super soft. Just like all my mangoes, they're also super soft and need to be eaten immediately. And most of them are really good mangoes. But back to the Soursop. So, yeah, the color of this one is a little bit strange. Basically, it's supposed to be a strong green, but this one has a lot of yellowish spots. That doesn't mean that it's ripe. It was like this even when it was green. It was like this even when it was unripe and didn't basically change the color. Now it's perfectly ripe. Even when it gets kind of blackish and rotten looking, it will be still edible. But now, in my opinion, it's the best moment to eat it. It's really soft and tender. It's really big, well over a pound. Well, that's not big for a Soursop. Yeah, I would say it's like 700 to 800 grams. That would be almost 2 pounds. So the Soursop, or for the French speakers here, the Corosol, or for the Spanish speakers, the Guanabana, Annona muricata, or the spiny Annona. The spines are quite soft. Now that they dried up a little bit, they are getting a little bit like tougher, but still kind of softish. Yeah, not my favorite Annona fruit, but if you catch it at the perfect ripeness, it's quite good. With the Annona species, it's even more important than with the other fruit to catch them at the perfect ripeness. Pick them a couple days too early, they basically taste like potatoes. Pick them a couple days late, they basically taste disgusting. You pick them at the ripe time, they are really delicious. By the way, this is not one fruit, this is a whole inflorescence with a bunch of fruit on it, kind of like the pineapple. But unlike the pineapple, it really looks like just one fruit. So let's try this Soursop. It has a lot of green seeds, which are poisonous in most Annona. It has a lot of brownish seeds, which are poisonous in most Annona species, so don't eat them. Actually, even if you swallow them, it's not a problem, because they are pretty hard and will not just dissolve in your stomach. I'm sometimes a little bit scared when they make smoothies and such stuff with Annona species and just throw the whole fruit into the blender and basically chop up the seeds. This is not too safe, but since they have been doing it at least for decades, it doesn't seem to be too dangerous. Well, let's see. Now a Guanabana or Soursop at the exactly perfect stage of ripeness. I don't know if the fruit is perfect. I mean, it was grown and ripened in early to middle spring in Germany without a lot of sun in a greenhouse. So let's try it. Yeah, quite nice. Mostly sour, not much sweetness. This is to be expected. So the seeds don't look really well developed. Yeah, there's opsa. They're soft. At least part of them is soft, like part of them is well developed and part is not. Yeah, looks like the embryo is not filling the whole seed. Well, maybe in this one it is, but in the other two, in the part where it's discolored and soft, the embryo is also kind of soft and not filling the whole seed. So yeah, seem to be pollinated, but something seemed to be wrong with them. What I don't like about the Soursop are those numerous fibers here. It's the most fibrous of all Annonas, and they kind of make me gag. Oh yeah, towards the skin, there are no fibers. And the flesh is slightly sweeter. Those like 2 millimeters under the skin are much better. Tastes more like a sugar apple than a Soursop, but most of the edible part is the stuff surrounding the seeds, with numerous quite tough fibers which kind of make me gag. Still, quite a nice fruit and quite a successful thing for a greenhouse grown Annona species in Germany. If you have a greenhouse somewhere in the temperate zones, Soursop is one of the plants that grow really well in those greenhouses. The gardeners told me they are not doing any artificial pollination or so, but there's lots of insects in the greenhouses, so I guess they do the job. So if you have a greenhouse in temperate areas and want to grow fruit trees there, a heated greenhouse, mind you, try out the Soursop. I can only recommend it. Otherwise, stay tuned for more fruit videos from the Botanic Garden of Germany. If I don't suffocate on all those mangoes. And if you want to support the channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.